Oh, I'm Jo. I'm Pat Tew, or Novi's daughter. The first I knew about these murals was just a week or so ago. I didn't know my mother painted them, although when I saw the images I vaguely remembered some black and white photos from the albums, but I really didn't know she'd done them, and I don't even know if she remembered them. You know, she didn't really talk much about her art before she got married. They're amazing. There's so much what my mum's like, you know, that it's so much her way of drawing, and it's almost like she's there, you know, because it's so similar to how she has been, and she's always kept her art up, but on a much smaller scale. And she could have had a whole career, you know. She almost got launched until she got married, and I suppose in the 50s, outside London, there wasn't much scope to keep in touch, and she let those ambitions go, which is a shame. But she always did, like when I was small, we did model making. She used to help me make little horses that I was keen on, and all doing sort of crafty things. But she told me that when she was young, there was never any paper or pencil. She didn't draw until maybe school days. There was nothing creative at home in that way, so she would have liked that. I remember when I was young, she used to ask us to sit. You know, she'd give us a sweet if we sat still enough, and she'd do a picture, and she'd have a frantic time of getting ready, because she'd say to the local fete, that she'd do portraits, which she'd charge £0.50 for, so that she had to get her hand in. And so we'd all have to sit for like 20 minutes while she practiced it, a few weeks leading up to the village fete. Then she did a lot of, I think when she was at Slade, she liked Patrick Calder. He was one of her tutors, and she made mobiles and things, and kept the coloured plastic under the carpet. Really, I mean, for me it was a disappointment to see that she had so much talent and didn't really pursue a career. But she made puppets, which my older brother Stephen was involved in later on, but she did that for us to play with. And then later on in her life, she switched to making quilts, and she used to teach that as sort of London adult education, quilt making. And then she got arthritis, so she stopped that, and then she started making lots of designs for greeting cards, which we've got lots of, but she didn't actually pursue it. She didn't have the confidence to go out into the sort of commercial world. She loved making the images, but she didn't have the capacity to go out and then make it something that she could then become a career with. Yeah. But it's really nice for me to see her work now, because I trained as an artist as well, and it's quite inspiring to see that, you know, she's made these murals. I've sort of inherited the same talent and inclination towards colour, and I think it gives me a bit of an impetus to get going more with my work. So it's nice for me to see it.